MC and Program Director, Mr. Clive Gounden. MC and Program Director, Mr. Clive Gounden.
commonly known as the mafia to everyone. Dear Lord, we stand here as your humble servant and we reach out to you, Father Jesus, and we say to you, Lord, that you will touch the heads of every person that is standing here and that you will bless them from the crowns of their head to the soles of their feet. You have given us wisdom in the word, Father, and you said, trust in the Lord and thou shalt be saved. Your book mentions everything about detachment, so we now leave the rest of the day in your committed hands. To the rest of the people that are standing here, I'll be very unfair not to greet you with the name of the underworld. I cannot say much to you, but you know who you are, where you stand, and which position of the earth you are standing. So from the four corners of the world, we say salute and daughters. We are saying goodbye to our daddy. May God bless you all, and I'll be back. I'm Guru Clive Gounden. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
God, firstly, Guru Govind, Vanakkam. Members of the SAS Jatsina Naval Association, the chairperson Aaron Armachan was here and he had to leave just before we could commence. I want to acknowledge the Colonel Bullet Modley, a very close friend of Clive. A retired member of the Department of Correctional Services, we will hear later, a Deputy Director in the Correctional Services, fondly known as Lynette Chetty. And to all those who are live streaming, who have called me and have told me that you will be following through this afternoon, welcome. This afternoon we commence this memorial service with the devotional hymns, and I want to hand over this microphone to the V Dharma group who will commence on all the devotional hymns. Thank you.
எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். வணக்கம். It's not a holy word for you to try to sing வணக்கம். வணக்கம் actually means unity. இருக்கரங்களை ஒன்றாக சேர்ந்து கடவுள் துதிப்போம். என்பதை முதல் பாடம் பிரார்த்தனை. உலகலாம் நம்மளின் முதல் பாடம். உலகலாம் is the first prayer song. இந்த பாடலை நாம் எல்லோரும் ஒன்றாக ஒற்றுமையோடு பாட வேண்டும். என்னோட பாடுங்க. Sing with me, okay? Okay, நாம் ஏன் எதுக்காக இங்க ஒன்றாக கூடினோம்? It actually means why did we gather here? இதுக்கு இருப்பது ஒரு காரணம் அன்படி, ஒரு துயரமான காரணம். Why did we gather here? Because there happened to be a very sorrowful reason. துயரமான காரணம் என்ற sorrowful reason. இந்த துயரமான காரணம் தான் நண்பர்களே, ஏதோ பாருங்க, அந்த படத்தில் இருப்பவர் காலம் சென்ற Clive Gounden. அவர், அவருடைய மனைவி, அவருடைய பிள்ளைகள், மருமகன்மார்கள், பேரன் பேத்திமார்கள், ஒரு சகோதரி, மாமன் மைத்துனன்மார்கள், அண்ணிமார்கள், இங்கே இருக்கும் குடும்பத்தார், நான் எல்லோரும் விட்டு காலம் சென்ற கிளைவ் அன்பர்களே, அவர் கடவுள் இல்லத்தில் போய் சென்று விட்டார். We have gathered to partake in the ceremony that's taking place over the Clive அன்பர்களே, a well-known personality. He's left back his wife, his children and the whole entire family, and he's resting in peace. We always use the word resting in peace. Rest means ஓய்வு in Tamil. ஓய்வான நேரம் தான் மரணம். The only time we have a rest is when we die. மரணம் நிச்சயம் உண்டு. Death is certain. Doesn't matter how it comes. நாம் பிறப்பது இறப்பது ஒன்றுதான். We are born to die, dear friends. That's a certain. We all have to die. Doesn't matter how we die, but we all have to die. You know, TMS sang a very beautiful song. If you listen to the song very carefully, it actually says, வந்தவர் எல்லாம் தங்கி விட்டால் இந்த மண்ணில் நமக்கு இடம் ஏது. It says, if everybody is born and if they happen to live forever, will there be any place on earth? வந்தவர் எல்லாம் தங்கி விட்டால் இந்த மண்ணில் நமக்கு இடம் ஏது. போனால் போகட்டும் போடா, போனால் போகட்டும் போடா, You're born, you have to go. അതുപോലെ Clive, when you talk about Clive became very involved in Hinduism. It was actually time of thirst for Tamil and He left Tamil. You can't talk Tamil properly, but you will take a chance. You will talk in front of the crowd. One incident, dear friends, we played in Shelters. When I gave him the mic, I told him, "Can you play?" He said, "Appa," he said, "me." I said, "Must I talk, Appa?" I said, "Appa, please." He said, "In the Kalai Neram," listen to this. Anbarade in the Kalai Neram. Finish the speech, he will say. Just slowly. I don't want the people to see what I'm talking to you. I said, Kalai Neram means it's morning time. Kalai is morning, but this is in the night. Iravu, you say Malai Neram. Kalai Neram, so this afternoon is Malai Neram. He said to me, "Appa," I said, "There's so many ceremonies, so many, deaths," but nobody corrected me. Truly, dear friends, when you come to our people, they will never ever correct. So, but they can condemn you. A guru actually spoke to me, dear friends, from South Africa. He spoke to me from Chennai. Vanakkam Anaya. I said, "Vanakkam." He said to me, "Do you know Indians are the biggest bankers?" I said, "Oh, you're not battling Ventupat hasn't finished. We already finished here. We are finished." He says, "No. The bank goes up. Langada." Surely, dear friend, there's a man over in Avenue Tamil. He spoke Tamil. Truly, dear friends, Tamil, ஒரு பொன்னான மொழி. In Tamil, they say it's a golden language. So I am here, V. Dharma, piano calling bus for G. Mohan, tabla வாசிப்பவர் Denver Mansami, எங்களுடைய transport manager, Andy, sound system மறுபடி என்னுடைய மகன் Darren, V. Dharma. V. Dharma, Vixi, dynamic. How nice. Yes. So we are here, dear friends, to perform. I'm very proud to perform. When Lisa phoned me and said to me, "Appa," I was pastor and I said, "I know about it. I want you to perform." I'm here, ma. So one day, Paranga, Vanagar, Ganesha. So my first song is going to be for Mr. Ganesha, taken from my album which I've written. Here. விநாயகனே எங்கள் முதல்வனே, விநாயகனே எங்கள் முதல்வனே, யாழை முகம் கொண்ட உத்தமனே, விநாயகனே எங்கள் முதல்வனே, எல்லோர்க்கும் இறைவனே எங்கும் இருப்பவனே எல்லோர்க்கும் இறைவனே சிவனில் புதல்வனே முருகனின் மன்னனே சிவனில் புதல்வனே முருகனின் மன்னனே விநாயகனே எங்கள் முதல்வனே காளையும் நீங்கே மாளையும் நீங்கே காற்றம் நீங்கே கடலும் காளையும் நீங்கே மாளையும் நீங்கே காற்றம் நீங்கே கடலும் நீங்கே பாதையிருக்கம் யானை கொண்ட உத்தமனே விநாயகனே எங்கள் முதல்வனே அன்பர்களே, விநாயக பெருமான் என்பவர்களே அவருடைய தம்பி முருகப்பெருமான். விநாயக பெருமான் முருகப்பெருமான். நம்பங்கள் முருகன் நல்லவன். If you believe in Murugan, you will be with him. கூடவே இருப்பான் குமாரன். If you are a believer, you will be with him. It's another beautiful song of the late, great TMS. Sang this song one day, but I'm very proud to say this. I never had any group actually performing this song. Groups hardly sing this song. But we're gonna perform this song on Muruga Perumal. Can you get? அனைத்ததும் மூடிப்பான் பொருளே முருகன் உணர்ச்சியை காட்டும் உண்மை ஒரு பொருளே முருகன் உள்ள கவலை கொள்ளை ஓட்டுதான் உள்ள கவலை கொள்ளை ஓட்டுதான் முருகன் தெல்லி தெளி தோரில் தீர்ந்தான் முருகன் தெல்லி தெளி தோரில் தெய்வந்தான் என் முருகன் சொல்ல முடியாத எல்லை தெரியாத சொல்ல முடியாத எல்லை தெரியாத செல்ல குழந்தை வள்ள முருகன் முருகன் ஓடவே இருப்பான் முருகன் ஓடல் வேடன் பாலசுப்ரமணியன் ஓடவே இருப்பான். அடுத்தது அப்படி நடராஜ பெருமான். எஸ் லோர்ட் நடராஜா. இந்த பாடல் கூட பாடியவர் சிஎம்எஸ். இந்த பாடல் கேளுங்க. நடராஜனின் தரிசனமே தில்லை நடராஜனின் தரிசனமே குறிகள் வேலை கிடக்காத தரிசனமே தில்லை நடராஜனின் தரிசனமே குறிகள் வேலை கிடக்காத தரிசனமே தில்லை நடராஜனின் தரிசனமே எல்லையில்லா அன்பின் வழிவாதிகளும் எல்லையில்லா அன்பின் வழிவாதிகளும் ஜனல் உள்ள மனம் அடியார் உள்ளத்திலே வாழும் உள்ள மனம் அடியார் உள்ளத்தில் வாழும் எல்லை நடராஜனின் தரிசனமே குவிகள் கிடைக்காத தரிசனமே தில்லை நடராஜனின் தரிசனமே. ஆதியந்தங்கள் பெரும் கோதியாய் அடியார்க்கு அடியனாய் விளங்கும் கோதியாய் ஆதியந்தங்கள் அரும்பெரும் கோதியாய் அடியார்க்கு அடியனாய் விளங்கும் ஜோதியாய் ஓதுமறை நான்கம் புகழும் நீதியாய் ஓதுமறை நான்கம் புகழும் நீதியாய் உள்ளம் போகும் போன்ற பூவினைகள் மாற்றம் உள்ளம் பொருவம் போன்ற பூவினில் மாற்றம் எல்லை நடராஜனின் தரிசனமே பூமிகள் ஏழை கிடைக்காத தரிசனமே தில்லை நடராஜனின் தரிசனமே. அன்பர்களே, இதை நான் சொல்ல வேண்டும். I've got to say this. Late Clive ஒரு சிவன் பக்தன். You know, he was more on Shiva than Murugan or Vinaya Peruman, more on Shiva. So I'm going to sing a composition that I've written on Lord Shiva. பாருங்க, வானம் in Tamil, வானம், it actually means the sky. நீலவானம், blue sky. நீலம் means blue, blue sky, நீலவானம். பூமி, earth. கடல், ocean. இரவும் பகலும், day and night. காற்று மழை மின்னல் இடி, wind, lightning, thunder, storm. கடைசியாக உயிர்கள். All these have been created by Lord Shiva. உண்மை. நம்மளுடைய உயிர்கள், அந்த வானம், இந்த காற்று மழை மண்ணல் இடி எல்லாமே சிவன். So I sat down and wrote a very beautiful song about creation. ஆமாங்க, creation on Lord Shiva. இது ஒரு புதிய பாடல். It's a new song, dear friends. Listen to this song. Very beautiful song. கேளுங்க. வடிவாய் சிவனே எங்கும் மயமாய் நீயே கண்பம் துடைத்தோம் துணையே எங்கள் சிவபெருமானே அன்பே வடிவாய் சிவனே எங்கும் மயமாய் நீயே கண்பம் துடைத்தோம் துணையே சிவபெருமானே வானத்தை படைத்தாய் நீயே இந்த பூமியும் படைத்தவன் நீயே வானத்தை படைத்தாய் நீயே இந்த பூமியும் படைத்தவன் நீயே கடலை படைத்தாய் நீயே இரவும் பகலும் படைத்தவன் நீயே கடலை படைத்தாய் நீயே இரவும் பகலும் படைத்தவன் நீயே வடிவாய் சிவனே எங்கும் மயமாய் நீயே துன்பம் துடைக்கும் துணையே எங்கள் சிவபெருமானே காற்றை படைத்தாய் நீயே மண்ணில் இடி மழை படைத்தவன் நீயே காற்றை படைத்தாய் நீயே மண்ணில் இடி மழை படைத்தவன் நீயே உயிர்களை படைத்தாய் நீயே எங்கள் சிவபெருமானம் நீயே உயிர்களை படைத்தாய் நீயே எங்கள் சிவபெருமானம் நீயே நண்பரே பாருங்க, the truth is, and the truth was, like Clive, wherever you went, dear friends, his mother followed him. When we were small, our mothers held our hands. They held our hands. We never hold their hand. And they guided us wherever we went, our parents, our mother. But towards the ending, Clive held his mother's hand. Wherever he went, he took his mother with him. Who do we have to thank here is Lisa. Why? She let go. She let go. She never held him back and said, no, we have got no time. Tell your mother. Somebody take and go. He let go. But when his mother passed away, dear friends, Clive was lost. Sorry, that was really sad. And dear friends, Lisa, with a lot of respect when she talks to me, dear friends, you all know she is the radio lotus, and my songs are being played. A lot of songs are being played, dear friends, on radio lotus. Okay, a special song for Lisa. உன்னுடைய கணவர் அன்பர்களே, they say your shadow, நிழல். உன்னுடைய shadow, your shadow. உன்னுடைய நிழல் தான் உன்னுடைய மனைவி. A man's shadow happens to be his wife. அந்த நிழல். பாருங்க, after the nuptial ceremony, the time that mundani to the husband. When the husband moves, wife is moving. They're not tangled in a wedding. Hanbu anbali, bandam. It's a bond between the husband and the wife. Therefore, she says, "Naan paarthavungal inge." She says, "Clive, where's that face that I have seen from the time I have met you? Naan ketta kural inge." What's that golden voice of yours that I used to listen to? Yan varkile ni paadi, un varkile naan paadi. Jesus says, you are part of me and I am part of you. இறைவன் நம்மை பிரித்தால் நமக்குள் இருக்கும் பந்தம், the bond. பந்தம் என்றாலும் உடையாது. Listen to the wife that he says. She says, "Clive, doesn't matter God has separated us, but the bond between us will never break." Well, actually, this song on today, my wife actually said to me one day, she said to me, "Dad, we are married about 53 years. I'm going to tell you another story. I belong to the Tamil Progress Society from the 50s. I'm 59 years old, dear friends. I'm in Bali. Maybe only with a tintin on our young. Well, you got to be presentable. You got to be presentable. One way. Yes. I never had a Hindi song playing in my house. And I never associated with Hindi people because Tamil tigers. I was on the time on Tamil. What did God do? The butcher, the jealousy. That is jealousy. What did God do? God actually changed me and made me fall in love with a Hindi girl. I fell in love. Although I was playing in the band from a young age. I left all the Tamil girls. I fell in love with the Hindi girl. Somebody asked me a question, dear friends, Murugan Sachi. Said, "Dharma, you are a Tamil tiger. How do you marry an Hindi woman?" I tell him, love is blind. Kadal, Gounden. So any man never marries any woman. Right? Am I right? A man chooses his woman. You choose your woman to be your lifelong partner. Likewise, my brother, the late Clive has chosen Lisa to be his lifelong partner. Therefore, I've written this song. But the song that I've written, I've taken the Hindi tune to make my wife happy. Wrote in Tamil. I said to my wife, "You two truly dear friends, she doesn't know Tamil up till now, I don't know Hindi up till now. The only thing I know Hindi, if I want to swear. Okay? I'm joking. The truth, Anbare, is love. Anbu. If you have got love in you, then you have got God in you. If you have got God in you, then you have got love in you. If you have got no love, you have got no religion. Don't waste your time. You will spell Allah, Jesus, 5 letters. G-O-D, God, guide over destruction. Now, கடவுளை பார்த்ததில்லை. எல்லாருமே கடவுள். Everybody is God. Somebody does you a favor. You say, "You are like my God. You save my life." நீ கடவுள். Aman Badi. So, I want you to listen to this song. That was so beautiful, Badi. Listen to this. என்றும் கேட்ட குரல் என்னை மறந்தாயா? நான் பார்த்த முகம் எங்கே? என்றும் கேட்ட குரல் எங்கே? என் அன்பே என் உயிரே எங்களை மறந்தாயா? நான் பார்த்த முகம் எங்கே? Listen, dear friend. Listen to the lyric. என் வாழ்க்கையில் நீ பாடி, உன் வாழ்க்கையில் நான் பாடி. என் வாழ்க்கையில் நீ பாடி, உன் வாழ்க்கையில் நான் பாடி. நம் இருவரும் ஒரு மனமா அன்போடு வாழ்ந்தோமே. அந்த பொன்னான வாழ்வு என்று ஒரு சோகமான கதையானதே. நீ எங்கே நான் எங்கே? கண்ணீரை வடிக்கிறேனே. நான் பார்த்த முகம் எங்கே? Doesn't matter God has separated us, but our thoughts are still dangling in my heart. That's what Jesus says. நம் இருவரும் பிரித்தாலும் அந்த பந்தம் உடையாதே. நம் இருவரும் பிரித்தாலும் அந்த பந்தம் உடையாதே. நம் இதயத்தில் வளர்ந்த பாசம் என்றாலும் சிதறாது. இதை எல்லாமே நினைத்தாலும் இதையும் விடுகிறே. இது கனவா இல்லை நனவா? சொல் சொல் அன்பே. நான் பார்த்த முகம் எங்கே? நான் பார்த்த முகம் எங்கே? நான் பார்த்த முகம் எங்கே? எங்கே எங்கே எங்கே? அந்த முகம் எங்கே என்று லீசா அன்பர்களே, I'm going to call upon another wonderful person, a real handsome man, dear friends. They always say black is beautiful. So we have chosen black. Very good. And he said to me, Uncle Dharma, I'm still in the dark. He says, I'm still in the dark. I'm still waiting. Unmiyambali. He says, I'm still waiting to come into the brightness. But this afternoon, dear friends, our Thambi is here. He's going to actually talk to you all about a song, Unmiyambali. Vivian.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you firstly, Dharma, for the beautiful renditions. The song that's going to be sung in a few minutes was actually a song that Clive held very dear to his heart. And it was Judy that reminded us this afternoon. Thank you, Judy, for bringing it to the attention of all of us. And she requested it personally that it be sung by Mr. Dharma himself. And there's three things I want to quote this afternoon, having listened to what Mr. Dharma had to say with regards to Clive. And the first quote goes like this. He that had no sin cast the first stone. That was said by Colonel Modley at Clive's funeral. The second one was this. And you would know that Clive had embraced most religions. And it was said that he had more Christian in him than most Christians. Incidentally, I am a Christian, and that was said by my pastor, Dr. Jonathan Naidu, about Clive. The third thing I want to quote is that when people walk away from you, let them walk. It's not that they were bad people, it's just that their season is over. That was said by Dr. T.D. Jakes. I'm reminding you of these three quotes that were said about a brilliant man, a humble man. Because during the duration of this 16 days that we have built up, there's lots of unsavory things said about him. And I feel that as a brother, and if I call myself a loyal friend, if I don't set that record straight, the next time you will hear about Clive Gounden is probably when his son gets married. That's when the governor and the Gounden family will hear about Clive Gounden. But I don't want to say it at that stage, because then there will be a new family that will be ushering into the Gounden family through Helen. So I want to set the record straight. To all of you who harbored in your hearts unforgiveness towards this man, my friend, who I call my brother, take heed to those three quotations from three different people, three different walks of life, three different religious people, and search your hearts this afternoon and ask yourself, who are you to Clive Gounden? Who is he to us that God had allowed for him, such a man, in such a time, to be a part of our lives? If you heard Mr. Dharma say very clearly, he was in search, he had a hunger. I'm glad that Clive had found that thirst through the guidance of Guru Kovilan, through various other persons that he would have encountered, to bring him to that point of where he had his own self-realization. This afternoon, Mr. Dharma, I know that you will do justice to the song.
And now, my dear friends, I want this old man to sing a song that actually forgot, in fact. Please, dear, I want to sing this song. If there's any mistakes here, please forgive me. If I don't know the word, I'm going to use a new word. Besides the bad words. Okay? It's a beautiful song. I sang this song when my daughter got married, and today she's late. It's been 1 year, dear friend. Lost my daughter. And that was sad. I'm not going to talk about it. But this song, there's no rehearsal to this, okay? I'm just going to sing what comes into me, okay? It's a beautiful song. Oh உள்ளம் தாங்கதம்மா எந்த துன்பம் தீரம்மா. மேகங்கள் மூடிக்கொண்டான் வெண்ணிலவு விண்விட்டு போவதில்லை. சோகங்கள் மூடிக்கொண்டான் என்னை விட்டு போனது சின்ன பிள்ளை. மேகங்கள் மூடிக்கொண்டான் வெண்ணிலவு விண்விட்டு போவதில்லை. சோகங்கள் மூடிக்கொள்ள என்னை விட்டு போனது சின்ன பிள்ளை. பிள்ளைகள் இல்லை என்றால் தந்தை உள்ளம் தாங்காது. அன்பு தாயே அன்பு தாயே என்னம்மா என்று போகும் தந்தை உள்ளம் தாங்காதம்மா எந்த ஆமன்றி தந்தை உள்ளம் தாங்காது. அன்பர்களே, I'm going to call back Vivian. Immediately after he finishes the offering, then we're going to perform the main part of the program.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again, Mr. Dharma. We just have 3 quick tributes. I'm going to call upon Mr. Wahab Anif. He's a very close associate of Clive. He actually belongs to Polsec. It's a security institution that's tied hands with the police. We're privileged to have you there this afternoon, Anif.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Good afternoon. Namaste. Vanakkam. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessing to one and all. Okay, you have put me on a very hard spot to speak on my colleague Clive Gounden. I think nobody can do justice. As the Master of Ceremony said, Clive is a person that touched many hearts. And people are going to say you're on the outset. If you don't know Clive, you don't know a person. A human being that always had your back covered. Nevertheless, it's hard so to start, but I have to start somewhere. One thing, Clive, that never read a speech, say it from the bottom of your hearts. And colleagues, I want to tell you, Clive wasn't one religion, he was all religion. What the Master of Ceremony said, we had a function in 2020, Lisa, at Habibia Sufi, and they thought he was a Molana. He was my guest speaker, but he was a Molana. Nevertheless, okay, going back to my, I won't say it's my ex-sister-in-law, she's always will be my sister-in-law. Some 11 years back, Lisa and Clive knocked on my door, and she said, we want to talk. So I said, talk about what? Well, Clive Gounden, I've been, sorry, there are police officers on protocol. My apologies to your colleagues. I think I didn't show mark of respect. I was in the CPF for 20 years and I needed to change cap, so I joined Polsec. And when I heard him, Clive Gounden, and Lisa said, I'm coming home with Clive. I said, is that Clive? He said me, yes. Behind the people's mindset, I've got the wrong set of Clive Gounden. And we want to set the record straight. If you don't know Clive, please do not say something that we're going to react. Because I take personal offense to it. Because if he was married to my sister 11 years, and they didn't abuse one kid or first, then you know the caliber and his background. So they came up and I sat, looked at him from top to bottom. I'm a small little guy. Said me, no, don't worry. Say what you want to say. I said, Dad, I only have one concern. He said, no, fire. But don't fire blind shots. He said me, fire, don't fire. I said, I've got 3 beautiful kids that my brother have. My concern is how do we go about this thing? He said, no, talk. Gentlemen, talk. Whatever is in your mind, I will answer you. I'm not going to shy away from it. So I told Lisa, what is in your mind? She says, you know I'm young and I'm sweet. So I said, it's fine. Life goes. We started a conversation and then he asked me, Dad, I want to ask you one thing. What is your role model? And I turned around and Lisa, my witness to it, I told him an uneducated woman who was 93 years old. That's my mom. We had 7 brothers, 4 sisters, uneducated woman. So when colleagues talk to me about education, I disagree to you. For the simple reason, my mother always taught me one thing: don't look above the man above you. Look at the man below you. Your ego, take it and give it to somebody else. She said, these 5 fingers will show you your caliber. Clive carried on. He said to me, but still I don't understand it. I said, Clive, you know what, you and I in the same fraternity, we fight in crime. And we went on, and he says, no, I'm giving you an invitation, but I'm going to marry your sister. I said, if God wills, it will be. I'm sure the 11 years that we have together, it was something that will always trigger in my mind. And I hope it's an experience that for both the parties that I want to share with you. When my brother passed away, he passed away on a Monday. And when Clive passed away, he passed away on a Sunday. And when Roxanne and Lisa phoned me, and I said to them that God takes the best. So people, I will humbly, before I pay my tribute to Clive, I will ask all of you to please stand up. I would like the man that we have here today, I'm sure nobody can do justice. This is from the bottom of my heart. As I said, I don't have a speech. I'm saying it from the bottom. Clive, you've not only done me proud, not done Lisa proud, but you done the entire community proud. Clive, when you said me, you got my back covered, you always had. When you said you was in 5 minutes, you were there for 5 minutes. Brother, I want to say I learned a lot. This is wow, I'm signing up. Clive, till we meet again, God bless, stay safe, and rest in peace, brother.
Thank you, Claudia. You may be seated. You know, when a man speaks from his heart, he speaks the truth. When he has to document something, he has to think of it in the most appropriate language that he would put it down, that would suit not just the occasion, but that would suit people. And I want to thank you for sharing your sentiments about the man that I love and hold dear to my heart, Clive. People, we have another tribute that's on audio that's going to be played. Actually, I asked in conversation with Donovan, which is Clive's cousin, and he said that they will discuss it, and he came back to me and said, we've collectively decided as the Gounden family to elect Monogri to do the tribute. This afternoon, we have it on audio. I want you to pay very careful attention to the speech. Thank you.
Good afternoon to the Program Director, family and friends. I am Manoki Gounden, and this is a message on behalf of the Gounden family of 167 Cherry Road, Claywood. Clive was the eldest grandson of the late Mr. and Mrs. B.T. Gounden. He was the nephew of 2 uncles, Jay and Pooba, and 4 aunts, Kana, Pai, Jigs, and Cody. He was also the cousin to 13 on his maternal side of the family. Clive passed away just over 2 weeks ago. and it feels as if we've lost a piece of ourselves. He shared our roots, knew our childhood memories, and had a unique insight into how we became who we are. Our dear brother Clive knew us on a level that few, if any, other people do. Losing this kind of relationship is painful. Right now, we are all feeling overwhelmed. Clive spent a lot of time growing up in the family home in Clarewood. He was always a fun-loving, kind, and caring person, but he also got up to a lot of mischief. One fond memory is of Clive dressed up in Granny's sari. He would often do that and run around the yard. There is a photo of him in an album dressed in Granny's sari, where he is hugging her tightly. He was the apple of her eye. Clive made sure that everyone was always either smiling or laughing. He was the funny guy in our family. Clive always regarded the Clarewood home as his. His photographs were always on display, especially the one in his Navy uniform. When Clive joined the Navy, it was a huge moment for the family. We remember our dearest Auntie Angie proudly handing out his photographs to the Clive family. What a handsome guy he made in his uniform. Clive was always an incredible support structure to the Gounden family. He took on that role so graciously. Clive often checked up on his elders in Clarewood, and his visits to the home always brought great delight. Everyone knew when Clive was around. He cared dearly for his granny, aunts, and uncles. In the last 20 months, where we lost 3 senior members of the family, Clive showed us what a tower of strength he was, from the emotional support he gave us to performing the final rites for both his uncles and our dear Auntie Privy. Clive came through for us. We will forever be indebted to him. As a child, Clive loved animals, and as an adult, he kept that same gentle spirit. Clive was a passionate, brilliant, and curious person, and had been ever since we were little. He was especially passionate about volunteer work, and even in the last days of his life, he dedicated himself to helping others. He has touched so many lives and will be missed by many. Over the years, we watched Clive excel in whatever he did. But throughout it all, he always remained humble. Clive was a doting son to his mom. Our Auntie Angie took ill over the last few years, and Clive always remained at her side. He would drop everything to take care of his mom. That's the kind of son he was. We will never forget the love we all shared as a family. Clive, you were a 1 in a million. Your untimely passing has left a huge void in our lives. You made our lives richer and fuller. Naturally, there is pain, confusion, and anger at the passing of a man of only 56 years. Clive, we were all supposed to get old together. How do we move on? Our hearts ache with sadness, and our tears still flow. We will forever hold you close to our hearts. Rest well, our dear brother. We know that you are rejoicing with all our elders. We pray that you will watch over us too. To Kaylin and Chanel, your dad has left behind a wonderful legacy. You can be so proud of him. Wherever you go, people speak so highly of him. His friends weren't his friends. They were family. There wasn't anything your dad wouldn't do for you. Cherish the wonderful memories of your dad. It is what will take you through your dark days. Like a true soldier, he fought till the end. Rest in peace, Clive. We will all be together one day. Love you always and forever.
Thank you, Manogri. I know she's watching us on live stream. Thank you very, very much for those beautiful words. Friends, we just have the last speaker that I'm going to call. She's been a very close friend for Clive over the last 25 years. Through their relationship that they shared, Clive actually introduced her to his family and extended family. Known to the extended family and his family as Lynette, I'm going to call upon Mrs. Chetty, who was unable to be at his funeral due to her hospitalization, but has called in and said that she will definitely be at the ceremony.
All protocol observed. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. Pardon me for a bit emotional, but it's been very hard for me. It's been traumatic and overwhelming because today is my first official day that I'm out there and actually celebrating Clive's life. My journey spans a long way with Clive. It's about 25 years. It started, I'll just mention it, it started at Westport Prison. I was his head of prison. I was many things to him. And there's one person seated here, I see him only now, is sitting at the back there, Israel, and I see Colin there. And I go a long, long way. If I tell you, I don't know, I got something prepared, and I decided, no, I speak from my heart very well. But I just thought I was talking about Clive. Mr. Dharma in prison, I remember Clive saying, Mr. Chetty, I need to talk with you. It's very urgent. And I'm like, what is Clive going to tell me now? Actually, I was more scared of Clive than he of me. So I was thinking, hey, 31 million, he's going to give the money to me and I'll talk about that now. And so misunderstood. But over the years, my 30-odd years in correctional services, I learned how to understand someone, love them. But Clive was unique to me. He said, Ma, got something. We can have a Diwali function, but we need one Chara auntie to head it. And I said, how do you choose me? He said, I can't look around, how many Chara aunties here? Only two of you. So I chose you this funky one. And I was thinking, Diwali function in a prison, in a church, how are we going to do this? When did Clive surprise us? Yes, people in the back can testify. He transformed that church hall into a Diwali function with statues made out of egg boxes and boxes. And I don't know till today, and I'm not lying about this, Clive would never tell me how he got it in. How he smuggled it, I guess easy, I'm not supposed to know. One of my colleagues in the back, I'm not supposed to know how he got it in. And then I remember him saying, Akka, got another surprise, 6 andas of biryani. I said, mutton biryani? He said, which Diwali function you give mutton biryani? I said, okay, fine, what biryani? He said, no, Hare Krishna gave us 6 andas. I said, Clive, what are you going to feed you 6 andas? Not so many Indians. I took 100 and go home. I said, no, I can't watch the story now. Next minute, we're dishing out over 7,000 these polystyrene containers. He fed the entire prison for the next 10 years for Diwali. I'll never forget how he got. And then we'd have the tabla playing, Alan Naika, I won't forget him as well. Clive is singing one side, the prisoner. It was such a joyous thing. It was Diwali started in such a fashion. And then I used to watch Clive and I used to think, how is Clive so holy? And then you get the other Clive walking down the passage past me. It's a Colonel, morning. Yes, Clive, no, making Colonel in the morning. Then Clive is walking, packing, with full of potatoes and onions. He's got it, he's walking past me, fast. And I used to turn and look at Clive, can't see a thing. Clive is very disciplined, very military, right until he's passing on. That was Clive. Clive was loving, kind, but Clive taught people, including us members in correctional services, how it is to be selfless, how to give. The word servile. And then I remembered him not long ago coming to my home before he passed on. It was in first week in August. He's talking about this guru. I said, don't talk about old men over here, because you know I'm not interested. I said, I'm married to one, I don't want to listen about it. When I saw this Guru Kovilan, I was finished. I said, Clive, you never see the good-looking Kovilan. Yeah, you just made this guru at 90 years old. That was Clive. Then Clive would say to me, I'm bringing one Amman coming. I said, Clive, because I have cancer at the terminal stage, Clive always motivate me. Hey, next minute I hear the siren playing by my gate, everything. I live above Bethlehem Crematorium. So his pit stop was regular to me. He said, I'm bringing Amman coming. Yeah, I'm thinking, well, bringing one nice Amman coming 1993. I don't know why I always thought that. Then here's coming Amman. And he's standing by the door, he opened my kitchen door, he said, oh, poor money coming. I said, poor money, where's the Amma? Where are you bringing the Amma, the singing Amma? He said, Ma, don't ask for too much things in this house, meat and all. These people, I think their budget is not good. They don't have enough money. He said, Amma, eat what they're going to give you. But meanwhile, Clive phoned me and said, Mr. Chitty, please tell I'll be there to cook putu and tin fish and potato curry. That's what Clive ate at my house, being so humble. Another thing about Clive, I must tell you, is that he loved family, guys. No two ways. Kaylin and Chanel, you took a great part of his life. And then came Lady Luck, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. You made him very happy. He prospered in his end years. Ask me. As soon as he come with the Mercedes, I said, HP or Freed? He said, no, the bank is at home. He's meeting Lisa. She's at home. Clive was a person that I grew to love from being a high-ranking official myself to becoming a friend. He became a brother to me. I want to read something that he sent me the 27th of August while he was in hospital before he can be ventilated. He said, Vanakkam, I just spoke to Yamaraj. He said that he checked with Varna and Ganga. Both say there is no point of entry for me. Clive Gounden must wait. I was from the people and for the people. Chat again soon, your highly Clive. I clung onto those words that Clive had told me that day. It was my last SMS with him. Those of you know, I don't think you saw Clive on WhatsApp. No. Clive had no WhatsApp. I don't know what was not modern about Clive. Dress modern, do modern things, but he's not acting modern WhatsApp. And I must tell you, Clive, Lisa, he loved you. Chanel and Kaylin and the grandchildren, whoever, Sharon, make no mistake, he loved family. He loved Auntie Angie a lot. And today that we must acknowledge what Mr. Dharma said, your mother holds you and takes you. And Auntie Angie, I wasn't surprised Clive passed on not long after her. I was wondering how would Clive survive coming to know his mom passed on. Clive, I want to say rest in peace. We love you. I can say too many things, guys, but it words fail me today. Just tears want to drop because I'm so sad. But there's a song, it was in December 25th, 2007. Joe was there. A couple of members were sitting there. And so happened to Israel, may not remember, this happened 2 years ago. He came, he just did a quick search around the area, and here the song was playing. And he said, Akka, I love this song. And it's a Jim Reeves song. I want you to listen to it, and I want to say thank you to everyone for being here. You ask yourself what Joe had said. Why were you selected to be here? think of a memory with Clive and you'll know why you were here. You honestly would know why you were handpicked. Only a few of us are here. Okay? Clive, until we meet again, we love you. Rest in peace, Lisa. Be strong, Helen, Chanel, and the rest of the family. Sharon, be strong. God's there for you, and family and friends, don't let this be the last day you will support this family, the Gounden, the Chetties, whoever else you have to support. Please continue to support them. They will need our love and support. I just have this song. It's a very short song.
Friends, if you knew this Clive that we're talking about, a very versatile person, a person from the outside, I told you, to embrace all different religions, so make no mistake as to why a song like that would appeal to Clive. Family, friends, we've come to the last part of this afternoon where we want to culminate with the last prayer. But before I give back to Guru, to Mr. Dharma, this is a very significant part of the ceremony where they will do the final prayer. I want to humbly appeal to you, and this is to my live streaming family as well. I know we've had conversation with persons from the family who have said, we will watch this, we will light our lamps, we will observe and do all of this. I humbly appeal to you. I said, as a Christian, I stand here with my brother in total loyalty. And I request of you, if you've never forgiven this man for all that you have harbored towards him, please do not come up and turn that lamp in front of that photograph and make a mockery of this ceremony. If you're at home on live stream and you're wanting to turn that lamp, I suggest you switch it off and ask the God of your understanding for forgiveness first before you will take the stance of turning the lamp to my dear brother. I said to you, this is the last time in a long time that we will hear of Clive Gounden. The next time we'll hear it in the Governor and Gounden family will be at Caelan's wedding. So it's my opportunity to do justice and to vindicate my brother, who people have said a lot of things about. Some things so derogatory, some things so negative. Yes, the loyalty that I share with him, both the Governor and Gounden families know who I am. So I think I am privileged to say this, and I request of you, do not come up and turn that lamp to Mr. Clive Gounden if you harbor those things in your heart. Thank you.
Nandri, means thank you. அன்பர்களே, Anbaride means friends. Actually, Nanbaride means friends. When we go to a function, they say Nanbaride. That actually means like friends. Yes, we had so much talks about our late Clive. Dear friends, like what Vivian has said. See, when you are born, you are born with no sins. Nobody is born with sin. Nobody is born innocent. We all are innocent when we are born. But every one of us, no matter whichever religion we belong to, when we die, we all go as sinners. You look at the sun, you say, S-U-N, sun. You all pray to the sun. It's light to the world. But if you take the U out and put I there, what does it become? Sin. We all are sinners. We all are sinners. Nobody is perfect. If you are perfect, then you are God. I am a sinner. I have betrayed my wife too many times. I'm not ashamed to say this. I forgave. I went to my wife and said, I'm very sorry. You're my life, you're everything. Man, it's a dog already. You know, Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda, one and all of you have to listen. Indirectly, he said, whoever hits his wife is a fool. Why? When you go to bed, you're a dog. You want to make love with your wife, you're a dog. Naya. Nobody is pure. Nobody is pure. If somebody is pure, you'll stand up. I've got some money in my pocket, I'll give it to you. We are here for the soul. We are only here for the soul to rest in peace. That's all. Like the Dean said. Only for the soul. And Atma, Shanti, Arun, Puriya, Vendam, Yandru, Namruya, Prarthane. Our prayer for today, this afternoon, for the soul to rest in peace. So therefore, I'm going to call upon Lisa. She says, என்னை வாழ வைத்த தெய்வமே உன்னை நான் எப்படி மறப்பேன்? She says, you made me live with love. When we got married, இதையெல்லாம் நாம் எப்படி மறக்க முடியும்? How could I forget all this? என் மாங்கல்யம் குங்கும தந்தன மஞ்சள் என் முகத்தில் இருந்த புன்னகையை எடுத்துக்கொண்டாய். Meaning, you have taken away the thali that you put around my neck. Thali is a second husband to a wife, dear friends. Mangalyam. Thali. Kungumam is a sacred dot, power, Sakti, which destructs evil. Kungumam. Mugathil irukkum punnagai, the smile on her face already is taken away. But Clive has passed away. Therefore, I'm going to call upon the wife, dear friends, with this beautiful song that I've written. Younger than the bottom of my Marakamodima. How could I forget you? Remember where you are. Kerala. Younger than the bottom of my Marakamodima. என்னை விட்டு உன்னை பிரிய முடியுமா ஐயா எங்கிருந்த போதை மறக்க முடியுமா என்னை விட்டு உன் நினைவோ பிரிய முடியுமா பூவுமில்லை பொட்டுமில்லை புன்னகை இல்லை எனக்கு பூவுமில்லை பொட்டுமில்லை புன்னகை இல்லை நீ கட்டின தாடி கூட பறித்து கொண்டாயே ஐயா நீ கட்டின தாடி கூட பறித்து கொண்டாயே ஐயா எங்கிருந்த போதும் உன்னை மறக்க முடியுமா என்னை விட்டு உன் நினைவோ பிரிய முடியுமா நாளெல்லாம் உன்னோடு வாழ்ந்திருந்தேன் நான். நாளெல்லாம் உன்னோடு வாழ்ந்திருந்தேன். ஏதோ அவசரமாய் உன்னை அழைத்திருந்தாயே ஆண்டவன். ஏதோ அவசரமாய் உன்னை அழைத்திருந்தாயே. உன்னை நான் எப்படி மறப்பேனோ? அப்புறம் உன்னை நான் எப்படி மறப்பேனோ? ஏனெந்த குறையை நீ தந்தாயே எனக்கு. ஏனெந்த குறையை நீ தந்தாயே ஐயா. எண்ணிருந்த போதும் உன்னை மறக்க முடியுமா? என்னை விட்டு உன்னை பிரிய முடியுமா? அடுத்ததான் படி. ஒரே மகன், only son, dear friends, Caleb. தந்தைக்காக ஒதுக்கிப்பார். தந்தை means a father. அவர் யார்? ஒரு குடும்ப தலைவன். Head of the family is a father. Protect and provide of a family is a father. Truly, a father can slap you. He'll come back after 5 minutes. He will grab you and say, I love you, my child. Appa. Father can be a very poor person with no money in his pocket. But when he grabs his children, what does he say? I'm rich. My riches are my children. என்னுடைய ஆஸ்தி தான் என்னுடைய பிள்ளைகள். Truly, the son Caleb அப்படி தந்தைக்காக எப்படி துக்கித்தார் அப்படி உன்னையும் மறந்து என் அருமை அப்பா நான் எப்படி வாழ்வேன்? How could I ever forget you? Where am I say I can see your face, Dad? மகன் எப்படி துக்கித்தார் கேளுங்க. 2 மகள்மார்கள், 2 daughters somebody, Shana, Roxanne. தந்தைக்காக துக்கிப்பார்கள். தந்தை means your father. Yes, you know that. இந்த மகள்மார்கள் தந்தைக்காக எப்படி துக்கிப்பார்கள் என்று இந்த பாடலை கேளுங்க. Listen to this song. It's about love between fathers and daughters. உண்மையானவர்களே, if a daughter wants something, she doesn't go to her mother, but she goes to her father. She knows. She goes there to the mother, she will never get it. She goes by the father. The father somehow, it happened in our family, in our lives, dear friends. So these 2 daughters are missing the father. Listen to the song written on behalf of them. மருமகன்மார்கள், sons-in-laws, dear friends, Livan, Stellan, இவர்கள் வந்து மாமனாருக்காக துக்கிப்பார்கள். மாமனார் means the father-in-law. They are mourning for the father-in-law. இந்த பாடல் actually says, உன்னுடைய செய்தி கேட்ட உடனே நாங்கள் வேகமாய் ஓடோடி வந்தோமே உன் முகத்தை பார்ப்பதற்கு. When we heard about your death, dear father-in-law, we took the quickest transport to come and see your face. ஆனால் அந்த முகத்தை நாங்கள் பார்க்க வேண்டும். It was too late. என்று மருமகன்மார்கள், our the sons and daughters, morning கேளுங்க. கதறி அழுகிறோமே எங்கள் மாமா இல்லை என்று நாங்கள் கதறி அழுகிறோமே என்னப்பா நாங்கள் செய்தோமே எந்த வயதில் உன்னை மறந்த என்னப்பா நாங்கள் செய்தோமே எந்த வயதில் உன்னை மறந்த முகத்தை பார்ப்பது you have given us in the Father, Lord. It will be good to be second. வைத்தாசிகள் நாமே ஓம் ஒளிகள் பறந்துவிட்டே சொந்தம் வந்தமுங்கள் நாமே நீ எடுத்து கொண்ட சொந்தம் வந்தமுங்கள் நாமே நீ எடுத்து கொண்ட Where is Sabati? The only sister, dear friends, Sharon. Sabati Kipparva. She is mourning for a brother. Kenya. எங்கெல்லாம் உன்னை தேடி தேடி அழைத்து விட்டேனே எங்கெல்லாம் உன்னை தேடி தேடி அழைத்து விட்டேனே கள்ளிடம் உள்ளிடம் நடந்தே நடந்தே காணவில்லை உன்னை எங்கெல்லாம் உன்னை தேடி தேடி அழைத்து விட்டேனே எங்கெல்லாம் உன்னை தேடி தேடி அழைத்து விட்டேனே கள்ளிடம் உள்ளிடம் நடந்தே நடந்தே காணவில்லை உன்னை கண்கள் தாழங்கி உள்ளம் ஊருகி கடக்குதே என் நெஞ்சம் கண்கள் தாழங்கி உள்ளம் ஊருகி கடக்குதே எங்கள் நெஞ்சம் கள்ளிடம் உள்ளிடம் நடந்து நடந்தே கள்ளிடம் உள்ளிடம் நடந்து அன்பர்களே, பேரன்மார்கள் தீவன் மெலிக்காய் மிக்கா அன்பர்களே இவர்கள் தாத்தாவுக்காக கேட்பார்கள். They are young, okay? I'm going to sing a song, take my composition on Lord Muruga. கேளுங்க on behalf of the grandchildren. முருகன் அருளுண்டு என்றும் வரும் வெள்ளை பழனி நாடே அந்த ஆதி சிவ சக்தி மகனாக நீயும் பக்தனை காப்பவளே பழனி மாலை அந்த ஆதி சீவ சக்தி மகனாகலியும் முத்தனை காப்பவனே வேமுருகாதரணம் வேமுருகா வேமுருகாதரணம் வேமுருகா வேமுருகாதரணம் வேமுருகா வேமுருகாதரணம் வேமுருகா. Brother-in-law, sisters-in-law, uncles and aunties, hello, welcome. Hello, welcome. அழகான மலரை அன்பால் பறித்து மாலையை நான் சூடுவேன். அழகான மலரை அன்பால் பறித்து மாலையை நான் சூடுவேன். என் எண்ணத்தில் என்றும் நீ நந்த வண்ணியும் ஆறுபூங்க வடிவேலே. என் எண்ணத்தில் என்றும் ஆறுபூங்க வடிவேலே. வேமுருகா தரணம் வேமுருகா வேமுருகா தரணம் வேமுருகா வேமுருகா தரணம் வேமுருகா வேமுருகா தரணம் வேமுருகா. Nephews and nieces, தை மாதத்தில் மறவாமல் நீயும் ஜோதியும் காட்சி தந்தாய். தை மாதத்தில் மறவாமல் நீயும் ஜோதியும் காட்சி தந்தாய். நல்கின்பங்கள் தந்து துன்பங்கள் நீக்க தேனுடன் நிற்பவனே. நல்கின்பங்கள் தந்து துன்பங்கள் நீக்க தேனுடன் நிற்பவனே. ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் மறவாமல் உன்னை அன்புடன் நான் அழைத்தேன். ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் மறவாமல் உன்னை அன்புடன் நான் அழைத்தேன். நேற்றும் நீங்கே please when you are coming, come by groups please. நேற்றும் நீயே என்றும் நீயே நாளை இருப்பவனே. முருகன் அருளுண்டு என்றும் வரும் வெள்ளை ஓ பழனி மாலை. அந்தாதி சிவசக்தி மகனாகலியும் பக்தனை காப்பவனே. வேமுருகா தரணம் வேமுருகா வேமுருகா தரணம் வேமுருகா வேமுருகா தரணம் வேமுருகா வேமுருகா தரணம் வேமுருகா. Together. Just be seated, dear friends. I have got to say, take my leave because it's been close to about 2 hours we are here and we have got a prayer 6 o'clock. We have to be in Phoenix. So therefore, I never thought it was going to take so long, but we did our duty here. And I must thank Lisa to bring us down here. And I must thank Vivian. You did a splendid job there. And dear friends, there's going to be snacks. There's going to be cheese and snacks, dear friends. Please partake in this. And we know in the month of Protasi, After continue your prayer, please reach home safely. Nandri. Before I say welcome, you know I've told you my age. I don't know how long I'm going to live. Okay, but I have to give back my legacy. My legacy happens to be my CDs. I've got about 64 songs in one album of V Dharma. About 64 songs, and those albums are 20 rand each. If you purchase it, you're welcome. While they are setting up my instruments there, you all can purchase it. Please reach home safely. Govinda, Govinda. Say it after me. Govinda, Govinda. That's it. Govinda, Govinda.
Govinda, Govinda.
Govinda, Govinda.
Govinda, Govinda.
Thank you very much. Reach home safely. Vanakkam.
Thank you, Mr. Dharma. I just want to close with Lisa, who will do the vote of thanks, whilst the others are still doing the last prayer. Please don't forget, after the prayer, there wouldn't be a mic here for me to tell you this, but you could make your way up to the further end of the hall, where you can have your teas and coffees will be served. At the outside foyer, there will be another candle lighting session that will be done with the kids and some friends of Clive's. That's in honor and in memory of Clive. That will be done at the foyer. If you want to join them after or while you're having a tea, you're most welcome to do so. Thank you.
Thank you, family and friends, for coming today to show your love for Clive. I don't have to explain how Clive was to anyone in this room. We all know the kind of man he was, with a big heart. It only took meeting him once to remember him forever. He was my best friend, my partner, and we loved life together. Clive was my soulmate, plain and simple. It takes some people decades to find the person that they were meant to be with. It takes others several tries to find them, and some never do. I was one of the blessed ones that found him on a second try. All it took was one look, and I knew he was the man I was meant to spend the rest of my life with. I didn't get the rest of my life, but I got the rest of his. Our time together may have been cut short, but the happiness we shared will last a lifetime. I will mourn the loss of him, my best friend, my soulmate, my everything. But I will find comfort in the knowledge that he loves me to no end. Clive always says, God has a plan. We have to accept it and go with it. We don't know what God's plan is, but it's sometimes special. That's why his heart is big as the universe. I will miss Clive until the day God calls me home, and so will our children. But we will never feel alone because Clive has left behind a love that cannot be broken. Until we all together again, I am not complete. I'm merely here waiting my turn. Thank you for helping me find forever. To our kids, Kaylin, Chanel, Stellan, Malachi, and Micah. You might find those days where you feel lost and you feel there is nobody near to call you. Remember, I'm just a stone throw away. My doors are open, and just like before, the link that was created between your dad, yourself, and myself is still not broken. We will stand strong and live the life he wanted us to live. Heath, Danica, Liven, Roxanne, and Junaid, my pillars of strength, thank you for all accepting and loving Clive as your own. Yes, God has given you guys a second chance in life to have a father and a father-in-law after losing your dad 11 years ago. I know that Clive has brought lots of joy and happiness to your lives. Always remember his words, to you guys and live by it always. Don't let anyone bring you down. Speak out and let them know who you are. That's Clive's words. My grandson Chiben, there are no words to thank you enough for all you have done for us in the time of the funeral, making sure the services is done every day and getting the groups over to sing. Always checking if we are done all the right things and the right prayers. Clive Tata is looking down and he knows you know what needs to be done. To our guardian angel, thank you, Lyle and Menti, for being Clive's guardian angel and strength in his time of need. Big thank you. To Guru Kovilan and Amma Saras, supporting and standing with us in this time of need. Thank you very much. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, all family, I should say, family and friends, there is so many of you guys that needs to be said thank you and a big hug. But if I have to go on, there'll be enough names, but I've just summarized it into a little small thing. I want to thank everyone that stood by me, my family through this time. Your morals and your financial support has been greatly appreciated. If Clive was here, he would feel the warmth of knowing that we have such good people around us. God bless you all. Stay safe and safe traveling mercies. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. As I say goodbye and good night to all of you, thank you for being a wonderful audience. To our live streaming family, thank you very much for linking on with us. And as Clive would fondly say, and I'm irritated that he is not here to say today, thank you to his First Lady at Lotus FM, Lisa. Thank you, gentlemen. Safe traveling to all of you. God bless. Till we see each other again.
MC and Program Director, Mr. Clive Gounden.
commonly known as the mafia to everyone. Dear Lord, we stand here as your humble servant and we reach out to you, Father Jesus, and we say to you, Lord, that you will touch the heads of every person that is standing here and that you will bless them from the crowns of their head to the soles of their feet. You have given us wisdom in the word, Father, and you said, trust in the Lord and thou shalt be saved. Your book mentions everything about detachment, so we now leave the rest of the day in your committed hands. To the rest of the people that are standing here, I'll be very unfair not to greet you with the name of the underworld. I cannot say much to you, but you know who you are, where you stand, and which position of the earth you are standing. So from the four corners of the world, we say salute and daughters. We are saying goodbye to our daddy. May God bless you all, and I'll be back. I'm Guru Clive Gounden. Thank you, thank you, thank you.